Welcome back to Legally Yours. We are in conversation with Vatsala, who is the property law expert, and she is handling all your questions right here on Legally Yours. We have another caller coming in. Hello, sir, may I know your name?
Good evening, it's Shankar here.
Good evening, Shankar. Which city are you calling us from?
From Bangalore.
Okay.
The thing is that I have bought a property in Bangalore from Kanika Mary during 2007.
Okay.
But she has given a lease to one of the old tenants.
Okay.
And she sold me the property for 6 lakhs rupees. And now she is telling that the tenants are telling that we have to take money from that Kanika Mary. So we are not going to vacate this place. So how should I proceed this now?
Have you completed the transaction?
Everything, right from khata, sale deed, everything is there.
Yeah.
Even the total amount I have given.
Yeah.
The only problem is that those people, they are like rowdies, bad elements. So I don't know how to tackle this now.
The issue is the refundable security deposit.
Yeah, security deposit I am going to give them.
Yeah.
I am ready for that.
Yeah.
But apart from that, telling that we have lent some money for interest and all.
To whom?
To that landlady, the older one.
Yeah.
From whom I have bought this property.
Yeah.
But that is nowhere concerned to me, and those people, they are not understanding that.
Yeah. So
how should I go through like this?
See, what happens is when a property is tenanted, the right of the original owner to sell the property continues unabated. So in that way, the transaction which you have entered into with the previous landlady is a fair one.
That's right.
The tenancy continues as per the terms of the old tenancy agreement. You just step into the shoes of the previous landlady.
Okay, ma'am.
So now what happens?
Yeah, please. Sir.
Yeah. So now what happens is that the question arises of how to vacate the tenant.
Definitely, ma'am.
So the normal process you have to take of sending a notice and asking for the vacant premises back and your readiness to return the security deposit.
Fine,
and any concern they have about the interest which is owed by the previous landlady on a prior lending transaction between them is totally extraneous to this.
Okay. So that is nowhere concerned to this, right?
No.
So should I do any police complaint or anything like that, or should I send a notice?
No, they are not trespassers. They are tenants who are overstaying their lease.
Definitely.
I think you should send a legal notice and proceed with eviction.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Shankar. Thanks for being on a show.
Thank you.
Meanwhile, we'll talk about the tenancy rights.
Right.
In this case, where they have overstayed their
lease period.
Yes. In general, is there like a time period which is given as a grace period to such tenants?
No, see, when there is a contract between a landlord and a tenant, this law differs from state to state in India. In some states, statutory protection of tenancy is available.
Right.
In some states like Karnataka, it has recently been, recent means in 2001, it has been diluted. So we fall back upon the contract between the landlord and the tenants. So in such cases, where there is no statutory protection of tenants, when the lease period expires, the tenant loses his right to stay on, unless the tenant continues for some reason to stay on and continues to pay the monthly rent and the landlord continues to take it, it becomes a monthly tenancy. It runs month to month.
That could be on a mutual goodwill basis.
Yes.
That they may arrive at that.
Yes.
But if the landlord is interested that the tenant does vacate, then in that case he has no other option.
No other option except to evict him.
All right.
Through due process of law, which is available to you with the new Rent Control Act.
All right.
But with the previous, suppose the act had not been amended, which it has not been in several states in India, then the landlord can ask for his property back only under certain conditions. Perhaps repair of his premises, perhaps the fact that he wants to redevelop the whole thing, demolish it and redevelop it, or that he needs it for his own extended family needs, maybe his son or daughters come back and they need the accommodation. So there are a few statutorily defined reasons which have to be given in court for the court to grant the possession back to the landlord.
All right. I think we'll have the caller after the break. We are heading for yet another break, but we'll be back in just a little bit, so stay tuned.